Hey there, this is Andrew, and I'm bringing you an Unchained deck opening. So this is an Unchained deck from Keyforge Celebration 2022, and it is sealed, it has not been opened, and we are going to open it. And obviously the packaging, this is the only one of these I have that's unopened, so this is the only one of these that I can do until the Game Found campaign delivers. But hopefully this will give a little taste of what it is like to open and explore one of these things. The packaging will be quite different, but there you go. And I really have no idea what I'm going to find here. I'm kind of hoping for Brobnar because I have not opened a Brobnar Winds of Exchange or Unchained deck yet. But we'll see. I did it. It's Brobnar. Wow. Okay. I think that's Skirmisher, but we'll see. And it looks like we got Brobnar, Dis, and Ekwidon. Wow, that's kind of cool. In ooh, the Boulevard Nurse. Yeah, that's definitely 3 O's in a row. Okay, that's pretty funny. And yeah, so of course Unchained decks don't always include a token creature, but this one does. And I'm opening this carefully so that I don't see the list. I know there's like a right way to open these, and I'm just not good at figuring it out. There it is. Okay. So, and you can see, the nice like dark coloring on the cards, very different from a normal Keyforge deck, which is much lighter. And yeah, so let us dig in. I guess, yeah, the list is down here, so we'll be starting on. We'll be starting on Ekwidon? No, Brobnar. Okay. Now, I don't actually know. Okay, it looks like this is not going to be coming back. Irestaff is not going to be back in Winds of Exchange. But I actually really like Irestaff. It's an artifact with an amber. It's a weapon, and it says action, enrage a creature, give that creature a +1 power counter. Just a slow drip of +1s can actually be super nice. Okay, Mog Hunter. 6 power giant that says after fight deal 2 damage to a flank creature, also not back. Shorty, a 4 power giant with assault 4 and after reap enrage Shorty. All worlds collide so far. Ooh. Cannon is an artifact from Coda that it's a weapon, and it says action, deal 2 damage to a creature. Okay, Brawl In. We're into the Winds of Exchange stuff now. So this is an action that says play, make 2 token creatures, enrage them. And actually, let me pull out the token creature right now, because this is it. It's Skirmisher. It's a 2 power goblin with skirmish. Yeah, that seems fine. So these would come in. You make these with Brawl In. You make 2 skirmishers, and they come in enrage. That's not bad. Okay. Ooh, the Grand Gourd is a 5 power giant that says at the start of your turn, if you control the most powerful creature, make a token creature. Wow, so more token creatures. That's not bad. We've got Berserker Slam back in the new set. It's an action with an amber that says deal 4 damage to a flank creature. If this damage destroys that creature, its controller loses 1 amber. That is really nice. Got 2 of those. Love it. Always love to see Berserker Slam. Then we have Rant and Rive. It's an action with an amber that says play if your opponent has 8 or more, they lose half their amber, rounding down the loss. That's pretty great. This is, well, I guess even better than what am I thinking of? Then Burn the Stockpile, except your opponent has to be at 8, not just 7, but it also has an amber pip on it. This seems really nice. Got 2 of those. Cool. Along with the Berserker Slam too. So that means like they have 8. You use this to get them down to 4, and then Berserker Slam to get them down to 3. That could be pretty great. War Grumpus. This is from Age of Ascension. It's a 3-power beast that says after fight and after reap, ready and fight with a neighboring giant. Well, we have a couple giants. We have the Gourd, and we have Shorty, and we have Mog Hunter, but the Skirmishers are not giants, so that's worth knowing. How many cards are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I don't think we get Grumpus Tamer. I sure hope not. Whoa, cool. Okay, Maverick. A Maverick destroy them all with 2 damage icons on it. I mean, this is the crazy thing about Unchained, right? I mean, everything else in here, okay, like you're getting cards cross sets. That's a little crazy. But then you have something like this happen. So now a Maverick destroy them all in Brobnar. It's a Mars card normally with 2 damage pips on it. So weird. And destroy them all says play, destroy an artifact, a creature, and an upgrade. Wow. Okay. That is crazy. Okay, we should be in Dis now, I guess? Yeah. Okay. Cinder. This is from, well, it's from Worlds Collide, but also Mass Mutation. It looks like this one got brought in from Mass Mutation. It's a 6-power demon with 2 armor, taunt, and after reap, destroy a friendly creature. Oh, wow. Then we have Maleficorn. This is a 5-power mutant. It enhances for 4 damage icons, so that's where 2 of those came from, I guess. And it says after an enemy creature is dealt damage by a damage bonus icon, deal 1 damage to that creature. So that turns this into deal 2 instances of 2. Pretty crazy. And the Maleficorn has a draw pip on it. Then we have Not Finished With You, an action with an amber. This got a damage icon on it. And when you play it, you shuffle any number of creatures from your discard pile into your deck. That's kind of interesting with the token mechanic because you could get, you could have a creature come out as a token, get destroyed, but then bring it back as its real self, or have it be made a token again. Who knows? We won't get any token generation in Dis, by the way, so unless it's Maverick. Then we have Unlocked Gateway from Age of Ascension. It's an action with Omega, so after you play it, you're done with step 3, or whatever step you're on, and then when you play it, you destroy each creature. Anguish. It has been in Age of Ascension and Mass Mutation, but it's a 6-power demon that says for each damage on Anguish, your opponent's keys cost +1. Ooh, Library of the Damned is an artifact. It's a location. It says action, archive a card. Then we've got Charette, which was Coda, AOA, and Mass Mutation. It's a 4-power demon with play, capture 3 amber. This one got brought in from Coda. Drumble, also from Coda, 2-power imp with elusive, and play if your opponent has 7 amber or more. Capture all of it. That's a classic strong card. Because even if your opponent's on 38 amber, you still bring them down to 0 with that capture. Interesting to have Charette and Drumble, and Anguish for that matter, along with the Rant and Rive, because these are ways to push the key cost up, or just stall them, and then you can burn half. It is extra crazy that, like, unlike Effervescent Principle, there's just no downside to this. You're making your opponent lose half their amber, but you don't lose any. You actually gain 1. You don't get a chain. That's pretty crazy. Ooh, I love Guardian Demon. It's a 4-power demon with play and after fight, after reap. Heal up to 2 damage from a creature. Deal damage to another creature equal to the damage healed this way. Very nice. Then we've got a Succubus with a damage icon. Succubus is a 3-power demon that says your opponent refills their hand to 1 less card during their draw card step. But yeah, has a damage pip. That's kind of cool. Back from Coda there. Ooh, we got a second Succubus. Very nice. And then a Maverick Zap brought in from Star Alliance. So Zap is an action with an amber that says play, deal 1 damage to a creature for each house represented among creatures in play. Very nice. And that is it for the Dis. How are we doing on pips so far? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 amber pips through 2 houses. That probably, I mean, that puts us like 10 or 11 total if this keeps up. So that's not great. We see some. We've seen all 4 damage pips from the Maleficorn, but there could be a card bringing more in. We have a draw pip that's so far unexplained. Okay, on to Ekwidon. So every one of these cards, unless we get a Maverick, is going to be from Winds of Exchange because they're the only Ekwidon set so far. Staff Up is an action that says for the remainder of the turn, when any amount of amber would be added to your pool, make that many token creatures instead. That's interesting. Had not seen that one yet. Then we have Tourist Trap. It's an artifact. When you play it, you make a token creature. And it has action, choose a friendly token creature and an enemy token creature. If you do, swap control of those creatures. Wow, that's pretty crazy. When you do that, the creatures, they stay what they are. So I'd be giving you my skirmisher while I get from you your, whatever it is. So that's kind of interesting. And completely useless against other sets. I mean, literally doesn't. Well, when you play it, it makes a token creature. Interesting. Oh, no. Oh, I read it wrong. Choose a friendly token creature and an enemy creature. Okay. That's so much better. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Sandhopper, I also had not seen. Oh, it's a buggy. I didn't know. Okay. Sandhopper is an artifact. It's a buggy and vehicle. It says action, return a friendly creature to its owner's hand. If you do, you may play a non-Ekwidon creature from your hand. That's pretty interesting. Obviously, if you have a token creature that's like really an Ekwidon action or something, you're really happy about returning that to your hand while you play out a non-Ekwidon creature. And since it's a buggy, if you get it with Conductor, I guess you could use it twice in a turn if the Conductor reaps. Whoa, a second Sandhopper. This one with an amber on it. So interesting. Wow. Yeah, I had not seen these cards before. I think I've opened up 2 Ekwidon decks, but just hadn't seen these cards. Whew. Have I seen this one? Uncommon currency, of course. It's an uncommon. It's an artifact. It's an item. When you action it, you swap control of it and an enemy artifact. So cool. That is so cool. Wow. Okay, Auction Off is an action with an amber. When you play it, you purge an artifact and its controller gains an amber. That's cool. Wow. So many artifacts. 4 artifacts, and then an artifact purge. Did we get artifacts in the other houses? Oh, we did. We got Library of the Damned. Oh yeah, we have destroyed them all. Wow, this is a good artifact control deck. And a cannon. That's right. And an Iron Staff. Wow. Okay. Hey, Belligerent Guard. This one's cool. It's an 8-power giant. It enters play ready, but when you play it, your opponent draws a card. I think this is a pretty good deal because your opponent gets 1 card, but you have an 8-power giant that enters play ready. That is silly. Okay, then we have Thoshra Recruiter, who's a 4-power Gatrukia soldier with after reap make a token creature. Very nice. Forced Retirement is an action. When you play it, you destroy a creature. If you do, its controller gains 1 amber. Is that the same as Sorry About That? I guess so. Seems very similar. Spot destruction like that can be really good, though. Gemcoat Vendor is an action. It's a creature. It's a 6-power Gatrukian Merchant, and it has action steal 1, deal 1 damage to Gemcoat Vendor. But you can get some good steals out of that over time. Then we have Mass Buyout. It's an action. When you play it, you destroy each creature. Each player gains amber equal to half the number of creatures they control that were destroyed this way, rounded up. That's pretty cool. It's a cool card. Wow. All right. Then, all right. Steward Su Uzanye is a 2-power human artisan. This one got an amber on her, and she explains both amber pips that we've seen added to cards, as well as the draw pip that we saw on the Maleficorn, I think. And that's it. That is the whole thing. This is a really good. This is a super good enhance. 2-power. So already, 2-power and 2 amber enhances. You're already ahead of Gloriana's Attendant, because Gloriana's Attendant was just 1 power, 2 amber icons. But this adds a draw icon also. So that's super good. Yeah. So at the end of the day, let's see, we were at like 7, 8, 9, 10. So only 10 pips at the end of the day, which is really not a lot. But we have some decent amber generation and like Mass Buyout, and some really interesting artifacts. I'm really excited about Sandhopper. That's pretty cool. And Tourist Trap seems great as well, and Uncommon Currency. Wow, that's some cool stuff. And yeah, the fun thing about an Unchained deck is you get, okay, here's the new house, but I get it with Dis. Not an amazing Dis setup, but it's fine. Get it with Dis and classic some Worlds Collide Brobnar, but some of the good Worlds Collide Brobnar and other Brobnar with some new Brobnar. So fun stuff, and that was in the Boulevard Nurse. Hope you enjoyed and that you'll get out there and forge some keys.